Purposeful Rhino Podcast News and Survival, Episode 2, Part 2, The Household Pharmacy. Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Purposeful Rhino Podcast News and Survival, where we teach and help prepare you, your family, and your household to be ready for any adversities that may come your way. Today's episode is Part 2 of Episode 2, titled The Household Pharmacy. But before we dive in, we have a question from a listener who wishes to remain anonymous, writing to us from Phoenix, Arizona. This listener asks, how do I help others, namely family, see the writing on the wall as I clearly see it? That's a great question. Here's the reality. Some people in your life simply won't see the signs, no matter how obvious they are to you or others in your group of proactive preparers. America is still in a kind of honeymoon phase. The signs of the times are there, but not everyone will recognize them. You can't force anyone to act. People need to come to their own realizations in their own time. In the meantime, we have to focus on what we can control: our own preparation and readiness. When they're ready, when the questions come, you'll be there. You can point them to resources like our Introduction to Household Preparations to help them understand. Show them how this isn't just about stuff. It's a lifestyle that brings peace of mind. Now, let's get into today's topic. The Household Pharmacy, Part 2. The ideas I'll share are foundational, but remember, what you include in your pharmacy may depend on where you live. For example, I live in an area with a lot of snakes, so I keep a snake venom extraction kit in my pharmacy. If you live in Alaska, you probably don't need that. However, there are non-negotiables, items every household should have. Let's start with some basics. 1. A thermometer. I'm sure most households have one, but let's go further. Along with your thermometer, you should have a blood pressure cuff, a fingertip pulse oximeter. These 3 tools let you monitor a full set of vital signs: blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, temperature, and respiration rate. I want you to take some time to research healthy ranges for adults and children. Write those parameters down in your preparation manual. Don't worry, we'll talk more about that manual later. Or print them on index cards to keep in your first aid bag. Speaking of first aid bags, if you don't have one, it's time to get one. You can find a good quality first aid bag at Walmart, Walgreens, or online. I bought mine for $25 on sale. It included over 100 bandages of various sizes, a hot and cold compress, quick-use medications, tongue depressors, tweezers, and more. Be a strategic buyer. Watch for sales. Preparation doesn't have to cost a fortune, it just takes a little planning. Next, here are some additional items to stock. Ace wraps. Dollar Tree has them in vibrant colors. Quick clot bandages for major injuries. Triple antibiotic ointment and antimicrobial ointment. Sterile gauze and medical grade tape. Eye wash solution for accidental exposure to irritants. Peroxide. 70% isopropyl alcohol and witch hazel. Epsom salts for muscle aches. Don't forget vitamins, immune boosters, and cold and flu medications. I'm also a big fan of tea. It's subjective, but I've found that teas with specific properties can work wonders for minor ailments. Have multiple thermometers on hand, at least one for each household member if multiple people are sick at the same time. Dollar Tree sells them for just $1.25 each. And friends, don't skip over baby wipes and hand sanitizer. These are affordable, practical items you can stock for under $10. Now, here's the non-negotiable item I insist every household have. Shot a life jacket for every member of your household. It doesn't matter if you're the strongest swimmer in the world. Life jackets aren't just for water. Imagine you're in hurricane territory like me and you need to evacuate. Everyone in my household knows. The first thing we do is put on our life jackets before we even step outside. They're affordable, come in all sizes, and could literally save your life in a scenario you may not even have imagined. So friends, what's the takeaway? It's this: preparation is action. Preparation is peace of mind. And the time to act is not tomorrow. It's today. Time wasted is time lost, and we cannot afford to lose time. Before I sign off, let me give you a sneak peek of what's next. Look out for Episode 3, where we'll dive into Pillar 2, the monthly budget. That episode will be coming out soon, and it's one you won't want to miss. Thank you for joining us today on the Purposeful Rhino Podcast News and Survival. Remember our motto: when preparation meets adversity, we charge forward. This is Leo signing off. Until next time, stay focused, stay ready, and always stay prepared.